mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rock. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't trying to go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
What's good, family? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We are here with you guys in the building. Thank you guys for joining us.
We appreciate you.
We missed you, just like you missed us. We know, guys.
Absolutely.
We know. Let's get a quick roll call. Somebody said they had the shakes from Urban X withdrawal.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact. That's hilarious.
That can happen.
Yes. It's hilarious. So I see Jamaica, I see Wisconsin. Y'all took an L first college game.
Oh, yeah. It was a close one.
Yeah, it took an L first college game. But
and I'm going to say, because they ain't have my nephew
that's
in
what
the
I
game.
think, too.
Number 11, Skylar Bell, wide receiver.
They should have had him in there.
Should have had him in there. He could have opened some things up. But I digress.
It's a long season.
But
Baltimore in the building, Vegas. Who else I saw? Mount Vernon. Shouts out to the Vern.
Okay. Vernon in the building.
Fort Lauderdale. I see Miami. I was just out there in Miami. On business, though. It wasn't pleasure. It was business.
Right. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, it was business. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to talk about that.
But thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate you guys for joining. We missed y'all. And what's good?
Yes, man. Great to be back.
Yes.
Much needed break.
Yes.
This can really burn you out.
Yeah, for sure.
At times.
Yes.
And I don't think people get a look behind the curtain. They just think we're up here, processing information. And I'm just going to be as transparent as possible. I'm suffering from PTSD and anxiety, directly related to what's going on in the world and what it is we do.
Yeah, I had a real good conversation with one of my boys about this because he said he could just tell he could just tell when he because he listens to the show, he doesn't watch. He could just tell listening. Sometimes he hears us being burnt out. And I said, it's because the nature of the stuff we talk about twice a week, it's hard not to take it home with you.
Yes.
And I've come on the show a couple of times and said, after that show, I was literally depressed the entire day.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So it's hard not to take this stuff home with you, not to worry about just world affairs. You know what I'm saying? Just really stress out about it. You know what I mean?
Yes. And as a result of that, I have I'm suffering from anxiety like never before. Usually you can take your own inventory and and I had to do a self-assessment. It was like, I got levels of anxiety here of just watching what's going on in the world because I'm an empathist. You know what I'm saying?
Empath, yes.
Empath. I feel a lot. And also, the life of a comedian is dark. Even a wannabe comedian like myself, we do so much masking. So up here joking, it's masking, but my life is dark. And there are components of my life that, you know, are really dark, you know, just dealing with everything going on. So whenever a break, you know, comes in, you don't realize you need it until you take it.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as a result of that, I'm gonna reach out for help, and I'm reaching out for help to the Urban X Nation. I need them to do something for me, and it's very hard for me to ask for anything.
Yeah, when you said that to me on the phone, like that's when I knew.
Yeah.
That's when I knew.
So for the Urban X Nation, I need them to be patient with me.
Yeah.
And with us, you know, trying to get this information out in this trying times. And yeah, so I'm gonna seek some help for the first time ever to deal with a lot of the traumatic issues, you know, that are going on. You know what I mean? And things of that nature. So, but we're here.
Facts.
And we love what we do. I don't ever want to get that misconstrued.
Facts.
It's just that sometimes, like you said, you take this shit home.
Yeah, and actually, Shanell, she actually, when I got my reading done from her, she was one of the people that told me, like, that it's easy, especially because we're in public, it's easy for other people's energies to be, like, lashed onto us when we get home and stuff like that.
Yes.
So meditation, I'm going to really be disciplined with it, and journaling and stuff like that. It sounds corny, but
No,
it's
needed.
Definitely
And when I tell you, I reach levels of just, I'm like, everything I'm covering, it's like, you know, sometimes you think the world is going to end,
bro,
and the world is not going to end.
Bro, yeah,
but
listen,
bro.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I called you on some
Yeah.
distress shit, like, yo, bro, this shit is getting, you know, and it was funny because I'm coming off my birthday. Side note, I had a great time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Went to Mohegan Sun, and I came back with $88.
Okay.
You know,
At least you came back up.
yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. I ain't take a LL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, $88 up. So, you know, but coming back, you know, from all of that, I wanted to dive right back into the show and get going. And I was like, yo, chill. Focus, breathe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know. So here we are. We are in effect. And like I said, I'm just going to ask our Urban X Nation to be patient with us, with me in particular. And I'm ready to roll, man.
Yes. So thank you guys for thank you guys for the members.
Oh, yes, we appreciate
We appreciate the members. I have a vlog coming on soon in the memberships, specifically at my time, you know, basically documenting my time in Miami at the Vote Conference.
Oh, nice.
So that was really cool.
Nice.
Went to
And doing a little bit of house cleaning. Brother Oba
yes.
has donated $250 for 5 members.
Yes.
Even though the membership, the trial period is over, we have the ability to, you know, backtrack that. So we're going to pick some people.
Yes. If you are, somebody actually already emailed me, so we're looking for 4 people at this point.
4 people.
But email info@urbanx.nyc if you are interested to be a member. It'll be a yearly membership. So once the year's up, that means you got to pay your own way. But
you're getting the whole first year
on Brother
compliments
Oba.
of Brother Oba.
Yes.
And you know, listen, that says so much. That Brother Oba respects what we do and appreciates what we do. That he would say, I'm going to reach out and I'm going to help, you know, some people. So we want to thank Brother Oba, who is a permanent resident of our show.
Yes.
Whenever he's in town or things of that nature. And so four people, you know, the first 4, I guess.
Yeah, first 4.
First 4 that bring that information.
Yes.
In email.
info@urbanx.nyc.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. And so that's dope. Gregory Reed Jr., I am ready now to transfer the actual NFT, you know. I'm so
well, he got the physical joint.
yeah, but you know, he wants his
Yes.
you know, joint and I'm pretty sure he's being patient.
Yes.
So we will be contacting you so that we can give you the official NFT.
Yeah.
And with this other business that I think this needs to kind of be discussed, we might have to let this T-shirt business go.
Yeah.
We're not going to. Might have to. We have to.
Yeah, it's sad. Somebody. It's because, like you said, we joke up here all the time about it is just 3 of us here.
Yeah.
And the T-shirt business, if you've ordered from us, if you've gotten your stuff, you see the care and the quality we put in everything we do. Mind you, so we do a podcast, right? We do all of this, right? This is a very intricate setup. Then we do the shirts. Then we do other stuff. Like it's a lot. You get what I'm saying? So
yes.
We have discussions about consolidating our energy to where it'll most serve us and you guys the best.
Yeah,
So,
because here's the thing, and again, you got to kind of be behind the curtain.
Yeah.
To get this aspect of it. The greater the T-shirt business does, the more suffering everything else does.
That too.
Right? Because it's a physical job to press, print, fold, ship, deliver. So the greater the T-shirt business is, and mind you, it is a lucrative business. You can get 6 figures in this easy, right? But when you have a 3-man squad, and then at times a 2-man squad.
Yeah.
Let's not forget, some days I just can't even get out of bed. I don't have the manpower to, execute. Malcolm is a new dad now.
Yeah.
So the extra time he did have, so we had to make business decisions. Now, I want y'all to also keep in mind, you're watching us run business, grow business, try business in real time. It don't always work.
Right.
So we don't always want to poke our chests out when something goes well, when something is not going well, or decisions have to be made. We want to be able to share that with you too. So if the only thing we were running was a T-shirt business, then sure, we would be fine. Now, it's not all lost because we are going to transfer the business over to my nephew, who is a young designer, right? And him and his partner, Josh. Seven's birthday is today. So shout out my nephew, Seven. Today's his birthday.
It is his birthday. Wow, yeah.
Shout him out.
Gotta hit him, yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout him out. And we are going to teach him every aspect of the business. So he inherits a business, and then he can still fill our orders. So it's not going to be a total loss, but there will be a transitional period in there, and you're going to have to be patient, because the only way I'm willing to do that is if he picks up the mantle and delivers the way we deliver and care. You can't teach people how to care the way you care about anything. But I believe he has the potential to do so. So with that being said, we are consolidating what we do here at Urban X to bring you a greater experience overall.
Also.
Oh, all this housekeeping. Yes.
Mad housekeeping. Also, in the spirit of, somebody said group economics and stuff like that, we're also in the process of, putting together our academy.
Yes.
If you want to learn what we do, how we do it.
Yes.
Step by step, podcast membership. If you want to learn this stuff, it'll all be available very soon.
Right, and it'll be available for you at a discount because you're a member.
You're members, whoever our members are, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So all of these things are coming down the pipe.
Yeah, and this is stuff that it's not theory either. We're actually doing it. You actually see us do a podcast every week.
Right.
Live stream podcast. You see us with our shirts. You see us with our merch.
You see us put out books.
It's not anything that
theory.
Yeah, I'm not talking about theory because somebody already just tried to pseudo time. No, it's none of that.
Right, none of that kind of stuff.
Yes. So, with that being said, let's get into it, man.
Let's get into it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody said 10 million books sold. Salute. That is a vision board.
Oh yeah.
That is a vision.
Oh, that's the vision board. No, shout out my son Marcus gave me this for my birthday. And I don't know if we have a picture of it where you can see it totally. Let me kind of move the mic.
Yeah.
It says 10 million sold. And of course, that's
the vision.
That's the vision, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's where we going with that.
So, what did we miss? We missed Donda being released.
Yes.
That was last Sunday.
Yes. And it happened spontaneously.
Yeah.
We were on our way from Connecticut back home, and I heard the Donda was released, so we popped it in.
Yeah.
And, listen, I immediately was like, listen, this is what's going to get me back to New York.
Yeah.
Kanye got this thing popping, and my initial response wasn't really good. And I posted my initial response that this is music for your parents now.
Explain that, though.
Meaning it kind of felt gospel-y, Sunday morning, clean the house type music.
Got you.
Right? And my initial listen. You know what I mean? Now, granted, we were tired on the way home. Wifey looked like she was taking a nap, so I turned it down, up and down in volume. But I kind of got like, no, there wasn't a lot of drums in the first 4 and 5 songs. Like, where the fuck are the drums?
Right.
You know what I mean? So it kind of gave me a acoustic, gospel-y, clean the house Sunday type of vibe. Inspirational God, and that was my initial response. But if you know me, I told you I like to spend at least 3 or 4 times, 3 in particular, because 3 represents an understanding of things. So I've listened to this album 7 times.
Oh, wow.
This weekend.
Wow.
Yes. And it's better than what I anticipated it being.
Okay.
So I got to walk myself back off some of the things that I said. Now, acoustically, it is superb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In terms of Kanye's understanding of sound. Now, with that being said, I'm not Christian. So the inspiration from a Christian base, if you're Christian, you might get a little bit extra inspiration. It being a dedication to his mom's confused me a little bit.
Okay.
Because I didn't feel it represented feminine energy in that sense of honoring mother itself. I felt he still in love with Kim, and that kind of manifests through some of the music. I like his collaborations.
Yeah, everybody who featured on it they did their thing.
Now, side note, I thought the Baby's verse was better than Jay-Z's.
It was.
He smoked Jay-Z.
Yeah, he was.
But overall, I thought he brought his features were better than Drake's features. We'll talk about that in a second. So I kind of felt overall it's great music. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Donda. I think also part of the problem was the anticipation, the push and pull of the chain. I'm going to release it. I'm not going to release it. I'm going to release it. I'm not going to release it. And then your expectations are not met in that sense.
Yeah.
But I do feel sonically and cohesiveness, it moved as nothing seemed out of place. It was long.
Bro, that's been my thing with a lot of these albums.
Yes.
Especially in the streaming era. They're just so long, man.
And you have to, and listen, and I'm going to go back to...
It was almost a 2-hour album.
I'm going to go back to what Kanye attempted to do 4 years ago.
Yes.
Is give you 7 songs in the streaming era, and it didn't catch on, but I understood the concept. Remember, I don't have 3 and 4 hours no more to sit down
and listen to
an album.
Noble flipping shit in the background.
Yeah,
I can't.
We just don't. Society doesn't permit for you to sit for long periods of time anymore and just enjoy life.
Right.
We constantly on the move. The music has to reflect that.
Right.
So when you get an hour and 49 minutes of music, you tend to veer off and lose focus. So it was very long.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He could have cut that down to about 12 songs.
12 songs. Cut the fat.
And I think it really would have spoke to what's going on in this day and time. What you think?
So I listened to it, and again, the first thing for some reason, like when I saw how many tracks, I was like, this is an album 40 minutes? Like, god damn, I'm not... Whatever. So I listened to the first track, and it was somebody chanting Donda over and over again.
Oh yeah. First of all, that was some kind of seance.
Yeah, I was like, what kind of magic is he trying to pull?
Yes.
Right? So I was
He
like,
definitely was pulling some sorcery.
yeah, I
with
was
that
like,
shit.
skip.
Yes, yes. Dun 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 dun
skip.
dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa,
I was like,
whoa.
skip.
Yeah, let's skip that. Nigga.
Skip. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
So then, again, as far as sonically goes, Kanye is Kanye. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna put out like bad music. It's just what I've learned recently, and it's just that my taste, what I just want in my music now. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because even leading up to the Drake album, I even hit my friends. I said, "Yo, I have a feeling I'm just not gonna like this album either because I just want to hear like rapping." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I knew I wasn't gonna get that from the Donda album, but like I said, I appreciated everybody, like the guest features on the Donda. I really appreciated.
Yes.
Those verses, and there were a couple songs on the Donda album that I really liked that I go back to. As far as the entire project, I just can't. I don't know. I just wasn't the entirety of it. There are songs, like I said, that I go back to that really ring, especially in the whip when they just go.
One of my favorite joints is Remote Control.
That was hard. Yeah.
That shit is hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. A few joints.
Yeah.
But just kind of rock out. Yeah.
What else was I saying? Again, like, you know, the whole gospel thing, I just felt, and I think the anticipation kind of worked against him in my eyes. Because I was expecting something, I don't know.
And then all the rituals he did in every stadium. Remember, a stadium, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What stadiums were originally built for,
Yeah.
and harnessing energy. And if you in a dome, you know that's a place of the gods. And the way it's structured. So he was doing a lot of visuals. He was trying to add because this is more of an artistic expression for Kanye. But sometimes you can get so deep that you miss the mark.
Yeah.
Right? And the mark should always be quality music that moves the people. Right? Don't try to move the people to your accord. You know what I'm saying? As much as putting out quality music that represents the day and time that we live in. And I haven't heard an album yet that really addressed this pandemic, that really addressed life as it's, you know what I'm saying, currently structured. So it's a lot going on with that. So overall, it's a good listen. Sonically, I think you'll appreciate it on your second and third go round. I would also say curate your own list of about 13 of the songs, and that'll work for you.
Yeah, it really would.
If you create about 12 or 13 of his songs that move you along, that'll pretty much help you.
Yeah, and I think what was I gonna say? I think as far as the way as a community, right? The way we receive music and we want to be first to give an opinion on music and things like that, I think it's really doing a disservice to a lot of artists. And I think the bigger artists, Kanye, Drake being the ones who suffer the brunt of that, because as soon as you put an album out, it's trash or it's a classic. Sit with it. You know what I'm saying? Like really, really sit with it to get a true idea on what it is.
And with that being said, let's get into the Drake album.
Let's do it.
Certified Boy Lover?
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That is the name of it, right?
Certified Lover Boy.
Oh, it's Certified Lover
Don't
Boy.
do that. Don't do that.
Oh, I thought it was Certified Boy Lover. Okay, all right. Well, let's get into that.
Don't do that.
Now, I listened to this 7 times.
Okay.
I had a lot of time this weekend, you
Yeah.
know, just kind of vibing out. And I call him Dr. Ache, as you know, because he's always whining. There's always so much pain. There's so much. And then I had to realize you have to know who you put music out for. So to me, Drake puts out music for a couple of audiences in particular, but young girls who going through something and they can pop his music in, and he, you know, pretty much his monotone singing is ridiculous now. You know what I mean? I'm so tired of that shit. It's fucking ridiculous. All right. Yeah. But listening to his project, his beats are weak.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, 40 usually like really like
I think
he's usually the standout. Like the production on that it's always tight.
Right. I think to me, and this is just my humble opinion, I think Drake carries more of 40 beats than 40 beats being able to be in the pocket. Doesn't mean
This album specifically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, in general.
Really?
I think. Don't get me wrong. 40. He puts out a few bangers, but what Drake does with what he, you know what I mean? I think really carries it. This one was too long.
Yes,
it was 21 songs, way too long in my humble opinion. But he had a few standout joints that I felt were just worthy of, you know what I mean? And with a title like Certified Lover Boy, I didn't expect anything but what I got. And on every Drake album, this is another thing for me for Drake. I can't sit down and listen to a whole Drake album.
Okay.
It's harder for me. I can listen to his singles all day.
Okay.
Like if they doing the greatest Drake hits, because they was doing that this weekend on the radio. Oh yeah, I forgot he did that.
Yeah.
You know, so he makes joints that when you in the car moving, you know, they bump. But for him to be a storyteller, your album is a story of, you know, what I'm going to learn about you, your ups, downs. It's the same shit with Drake. He's the best. People coming at him, this and that. And now he got his son. And he don't even mention his son in the music in reference where I feel the love for a child.
Okay.
He just going, yeah, you know, my son and this and that. So I didn't really appreciate Certified Lover Boy as much as I thought I would.
Yeah, I told you, like, I hit my friends, like, I hit the group chat, like a week before, a couple days before I actually dropped it. I was like, I feel like I'm just not going to like it. Like you said, it was a couple joints on there that I really liked.
7 a.m. to the bridal.
Oh, he went stupid
like
on that.
when he goes to his freestyle pieces.
Yeah, when he is talking, you know what I'm saying?
He talking,
when he give you a time and date on where he's at.
Yeah, that right there, he snaps. I did appreciate No Friends in the Industry.
That was fire too.
That's fire. I like his intros.
Yeah, you know,
his intro was classic.
That was, all his intros are always good, but that intro, like he took that entire beat from Masego. It's a song called Navajo, I think it is, and it's the exact same beat. I'll play it for you.
Okay.
And I was like, wait, and that song is like not old. It's from 2017, I think. So I was like, how the hell he just? It wasn't even like it was a little piece of the beat. It was like the entire beat. But whatever. I like the intro. I really like the intro. There was a couple of joints in there. Like it was very long again.
Yes.
And with its titled like Certified Lover Boy, it was a certain vibe I thought I was gonna get from it. I thought it was gonna be one. I do like Drake rapping, but I thought it was gonna be more of, like you said, feminine energy that you was expecting from Donda. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't any of that. Drake, you kind of get what you get with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like he has his formula. He has his what's not gonna fail for him. He has his routine. What's not gonna fail for him, especially from an album standpoint. I think Drake's best album was Nothing Was the Same. That was 12 songs.
Yes.
It was no fat on that album.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it was just like, it told the story, the interludes fit, everything just kind of went.
Yes.
These albums, I don't know if they're just trying to beat the streaming game.
Yeah.
By having so many songs on there. And I don't like and a lot of artists do this now, but Drake, he's going for like Instagram captions.
Yes.
And Instagram moments. Like even the cover cover as well. Like you seeing it being adopted, everybody's having their own little twist to it. So it did its job in the fact that people are talking about it.
And it's funny because Lil Nas X did one very similar.
Oh yeah.
Certified Lover Boy. See? Huh? Certified Lover Boy. Right? So you know, or certified boy lover, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And again, so Drake is not gonna put out a bad album.
Yeah,
and
I
want to say that, but he didn't veer off the page. He didn't address anything that's related to anything that's going on in the world.
Okay, time out. I don't want Drake to rap about nothing conscious. I don't want him to rap about nothing political. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Now, don't get me wrong. I understand because it would be out of place.
Yeah, come on.
However,
Like, I think 19 Keys tweeted, like, he didn't talk about nothing. And I'm just like, yeah.
no, I'm not going to take it. I don't want to turn him into a militant person.
like-
but I do think there should be a song or two that represents, because everybody ain't busting bottles.
True.
Living up in fucking mansions, bro.
True, yes.
Everybody ain't doing that,
Yes.
bro. You know what I mean? So for me, as a 53-year-old man, this album didn't hit.
Yeah.
Kanye's album hit harder for me as a grown-ass man. At least it has some inspirational moments in it. Where this, as a 53-year-old man, I'm not going to be in the shower bumping this Drake shit.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Trying to be inspired and shit. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, again, but he did have a few joints on there where I was like, okay, he talking that talk, and that I can always appreciate.
Okay. So, and I think this album's supposed to come out in January.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah, so I thought...
Let's address the elephant in the room, too. Him and Kanye got this fucking childish...
Oh, I don't get what that... I don't understand.
They got this real childish thing going on.
Yeah.
And as grown men, they should be embarrassed. All right? Over Kim and Kiki and all that. It's tired. And they need to let this shit go. Who putting out whose album first? Let me leak this. You doing that. And you better not say this about that. And it's childish now.
It is.
And when grown-ass men... And all of these stories end with the same shit. Jay-Z and Nas shit, childish. Over some girl, childish. All of this R. Kelly and Jay-Z shit, childish. Over some girl. At the end of the day, these grown men who should be moving on to bigger and greater things, it demonstrates the amount of money you have doesn't, you know what I mean?
And the thing with Kanye, because my thing is, you put out, you basically putting out an album, an ode to your mom, a gospel album. You should be above that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You should be enlightened. Like, you should be like not even thinking about this. So I thought that was kind of whack, because Drake leaked his diss, Kanye's diss towards him.
That's the Andre 3000
Yeah, he snapped. I'm not gonna lie. Andre
3000
blacked out on that. Yeah,
blacked the butt.
Yeah,
out.
he blacked out on that. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And I'm disappointed that wasn't on the album.
Yeah, that should have made it.
That should have made the album. Yes.
That should have made it. Chris Brown leaked his verse that was supposed to be on the song, and didn't make the album.
What song was that?
It was another song.
Got you. That didn't make the album.
That should have made it too. Because when Kanye's album dropped, it was a lot of rappers, Soulja Boy, a lot of people were mad at Kanye because I guess he left a lot of people's songs.
But you can't get everybody.
That happens,
especially when you record. Let's say you record 100 songs.
Right.
Some of these artists record 100 songs.
Right.
And then they scale it down to.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand that, because DJ Envy was mad at Kanye. He called Kanye a clown. He said his whole team was clowns.
But why?
And I'm assuming it's because he left somebody he knows like off the album. But I'm like, that happens all the time in albums.
It happens all the time.
So I didn't understand why, like, the vitriol for Kanye. But like I said, that diss track, the diss itself was garbage. But Andre on it that was fire. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Fire.
You know how I feel about Andre.
Yeah, but it was
fire.
He showed up on that joint.
He always shows up because he takes 5 years off between verses.
See, now you're gonna throw some shade.
I'm just saying.
See what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
You just show love, and now you're throwing shade at the same time.
If you take 5 years off from if you're a top tier rapper, top tier.
Yeah.
He is a top tier. I'm never taking that away from him.
Okay.
But if he takes 5 years between verses, every time you put something out, it's gonna be.
And because people's anticipation.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And then you have recency bias anyway. So you hear something, every time you heard something from him, he blacked out. Obviously, he's going to be labeled as the GOAT, even though I don't think he has a solo catalog to be labeled the GOAT. But that's just neither here nor there. That's just
okay. I think Nas's album is standing.
I think Nas's album.
I
think it is. I think
King's Disease 2.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is the winner.
I think it is as well.
Right now.
Yeah. Also, J. Cole's album.
Yes.
J. Cole's album really, I thought
it really was quality work.
I agree.
And Maybe because it came out so early in the fray of all of this.
And it wasn't in the middle of the games. You drop first, I'll drop, you drop.
Yes.
He just dropped a great album.
His a great album.
Like 12 songs. Again, that's just the magic number.
Yes.
Or 15 songs. It was just super like concise.
Yes. But guess who's coming?
Oh yeah, Boogeyman.
The Boogeyman is coming.
Yeah.
The Boogeyman, Kendrick Lamar is coming.
Yeah.
Woo! This is a great time for music.
Yeah, you heard that song with Baby Keem, All in the Family?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That was hard.
That was hard body.
Yeah.
So I'm anticipating Kendrick.
And because there were a lot of people online, because after Kendrick dropped that verse, everybody said, "Oh, well, it's time." Like Joe Budden was like, "It's time for him to finally do it." This Drake album, I don't even want to hear what the hell he has to say at Kendrick at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think it's a comp.
I don't
at this point. You know what I'm saying? I just think Kendrick is in a lane of his own.
Yes. Yes.
As far as like rapping and song making ability, so I'm not trying to hear it.
Say it again.
I'm not trying to hear like them two go at it.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that.
So.
And the sword and the shield is still the shit.
Oh yes.
Sincere love to God.
Yes, it is.
For like just straight cracking that hip hop shit, and of course plant based is always cooking. They getting ready to release that.
Yeah, the Real Mentalist song on September 22nd. He said
September 22nd.
September 22nd,
and we will be in anticipation of some really dope stuff. So we have artists out here. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to misconstrue what we're saying. We just speaking of mainstream artists that captures the people's mind, but the shield and the sword still bumps hard.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So shout that out.
And we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yes.
And we shall return. Are we? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Family, I am your host, Terrius.
And I am D. Morris, the surfer.
Right. And together we are this is
Rhythm and Views.
Together we form like Voltron.
Come check me out, chriskeys.com. I'm worldwide.
Tony Altamirano.
Hi, I'm Gina.
What's up, everybody? I'm Win Vu, award-winning remixer.
Koya, I'm an artist.
Hi, my name's Justina Bethel.
Hi, I'm Mike Bowen from Denton, Texas.
How you doing? This is Tom Cutt from Music by Tom Cutt. Check out Samuel E. Archer's book, Hybrid Executive. We are in the business, and here's how you can be a better business person because you're running your business.
You can find my music at JustinaBeth_EL on Instagram or JustinaBethel.com, and I am a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive, just like you.
Follow me at Koya Music, and I'm also a hybrid executive.
I'm worldwide, baby, but just know I'm a hybrid executive. That's all you need to know, baby.
Get on Uppbeat.
Check out my music, MikeBowen.com. I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Shanell, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
I done got sober since it sound right. Cause everybody wanna be cool. I don't mind being lukewarm. The life we know is based on a lie. You see the true form is painful. Find an angle or find an angel. The way you see me light up the sky, it star spangled. If it don't change, you see it as a small setback. If I give grades, you all left back. Take a large step back, like James Harden let off 3 wet that. Beat your buzz, I make your whole budget freeze, check that. Temperature, innovator, my own couture, open doors, transform that shit, now it's a jar. So when I say I'm coming through, it's many more. Set up shop here, quicker than the internet store. I do the chores, at my domain, there's no names, my heart like
coke. In the mix.
Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys for supporting those businesses that you just saw as well. Their information is in the description below.
Yes.
Yes.
All of that shit Malcolm just said.
Exactly. And shouts out to the people who reached out to us over the past week and a half, 2 weeks. Just check up on us. We appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate the check-in. I got quite a few check-ins to make sure we were okay.
Yeah.
And that's just general love.
Yeah.
Coming from the people who you rock with. They don't hear from you for a minute. And, they anticipating, Because
there's people out there, man. I thought we was under somebody's contract. I thought we was...
Yeah.
I thought we signed a blood contract with somebody.
Yeah.
It was just like, yo, this is the 5th Monday show you missed. I was just like, oh,
yeah. Well, people... no, listen, they count this into...
No, I understand.
Their schedule, you know what I mean?
I understand.
And when it's not there, they get their little L, they get this, that, they set up. And, they anticipate the show coming on and the dope intro.
Yeah.
And it sets the tone. And then there's Malcolm and then there's Dad and,
Whoa.
Yeah, but as I mentioned, sometimes we just need a break to kind of get in order. To keep ourselves balanced. There's a lot of, craziness going on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
A lot of craziness.
Oh, before we get going, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams, a.k.a. Omar from The Wire.
Yes.
His nephew found him unresponsive in his Brooklyn apartment today, and they said there was a lot of drug paraphernalia around him, so they are guessing it's an overdose for right now.
That bothers me, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's the story for right now.
Because you don't usually hear those particulars as soon as... the body is found. You know what I'm saying? Usually, there's some time that goes by before. So they immediately telling me there was crack sprinkled everywhere. And I just think that was foul. Even if it was the case or not, for them to put that out there so immediate. Let this man, he's going, whatever he was going through in his life. So, I really didn't appreciate that. I'm not surprised by the media and how the TMZ and how they operate. But I was like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like give me a break.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, our condolences.
Our condolences
out to him and his family. And, being an actor in Hollywood and this and that. And again, it goes back to your own demons.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people overdose, passing away from these drug overdoses. It was a comedian who passed away like 3 days ago from a drug overdose for fentanyl. Like they had some drug that was laced with fentanyl. So it feels like there's a lot of that going around. But the amount of people who have passed away over drug overdoses in the last 18 months has been staggering.
Yes. And again, it lends back to anxiety. Now, I didn't want to take drugs or kill myself or anything, but what we are enduring on this planet at this time is abnormal. Just the overall energy. And if drugs is your outlet of choice, then you are accelerating the process in which kind of drugs you use, the amount of drugs you use to help you escape. Some people's outlet of choice is food. So then they put on 60 pounds. And other people's outlet is, drinking. So how you deal with your anxiety, stress, and PTS, what I'm saying? D is different per person. Him being a Hollywood guy, in and out of Hollywood movies, this and that, maybe that was his outlet of choice. And I tell people, drugs are not necessarily about having a good time. It's an escape. It's a way for you to try to make sense of this shit Because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world, and they're not even telling you about the suicide rates.
It's insane.
Of young people.
Staggering.
Who are they just can't figure this out, and they would rather check out than to deal with half of the things that are going on.
Yeah. So rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the brother.
And to anybody else who's dealing with anything, man. You know.
Yeah, on tonight's after show, we'll, that'll be a topic we can kind of
great
discuss.
Topic, actually, we could talk about.
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So Facebook apologized after its AI software labels black men as quote-unquote primates. Yes, I read the article. Facebook issued an apology on Friday to the social media users after its AI software labeled a group of black men as primates, and the Facebook users who watched the Daily Mail video in which they said it would keep seeing videos about primates. That's like how it came up.
Wow.
Yeah. And quote, it says, although the video was originally shared on Facebook last year, social media users are now saying that they saw Facebook's prompt recently alongside of the old video. Crazy.
Wow.
So this, first of all, this is just an example of how Facebook's algorithm, it thinks it's smarter when it thinks it's smarter than,
than you are.
Than you are. But they've done this before where it labeled something where you can post something about the jab and it's nothing to do with anything about it, or it's a joke because you put up a post and said I want mandatory vacations for everybody, and we're so programmed to think it's.
I didn't realize how programmed we are.
Yeah.
Because that same post got me.
Yeah.
I was ready to delete somebody. I support mandatory and in my mind vaccination, but the shit said vacation.
Yeah.
And whoever don't agree, I think they need to be forced. And I looked at that person and I'm like, you out of all people? I said, they must be paying you, nigga.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I'm going to delete you, my nigga.
Yeah.
And then I read the post again and was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donkey ears.
Hee-haw.
Yeah.
Hee-haw.
Because I almost unfriended somebody too. I was like, I thought
Yeah, so I put that up.
I saw somebody like laughing. I was like, what the? Oh, got it.
I put that up on my Facebook and people were losing it. Like, yo, Dot, I mean, what's good, Dot? Oh, my bad.
Yo, people's true feelings was coming out quick.
Yes.
Yo, I knew I shouldn't subscribe. Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, read.
Yeah, but that's the predicted program.
But so you could put up a post like that and Facebook will flag it and give you like a fact check. And it was like, I didn't even say nothing about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So that's how you know, like, these social media, these tech companies, they're really working against you in a way that's kind of like unfair. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're really trying to cover every single part of information and as people on social media, like, we try to outsmart these apps and stuff like that.
Yes.
So instead of writing something, we'll screenshot and put it up, and it'll still catch it.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So the fact that it's AI caught that, like, or it's AI tried to made a mistake like that, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
And that's for law enforcement as well. Like, law enforcement could try to use their facial recognition and it'll identify you as somebody else that had nothing to do with a crime, but they'll arrest you or something like that. That's happened.
It's happened. So, and speaking of that, Apple has a new app out where you can upload your ID, your driver's license now.
Oh,
so
yes.
You're not going to have to carry a wallet around
Yes.
for anything. And, you know.
They also stopped, they're going to delay the whole scan your picture thing. Because people were just saying, like, in theory, the idea of protecting children from sexual predators, from sex trafficking, great. But the fact that you're going to go through my stuff under the guise of doing that.
Yeah,
a lot of people were upset.
People
at
are
that.
uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, a lot of people were upset about that, and
absolutely.
They're gonna delay it, and they didn't give a timetable on when they would actually roll it out because there is no real right way to kind of regulate that. Like, how would you?
Yeah, that's not the right way.
Exactly.
To go through all of my goddamn pictures. I'm butt naked in some of my pictures.
Prime example, the fact that they like Facebook's algorithm caught black men and said this is primates. What if your woman looks young? What if your woman like they could say, oh, this is child porn?
Yeah, right.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So,
what if I'm sending my wifey,
exactly
some shit, and now all of a sudden the algorithm screws it up,
exactly,
and there you see me like this,
exactly,
glass of champagne, saying, "Hey boo, I'll be home in a couple of hours."
Exactly.
What the fuck's going on? This shit is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the world we live in terms of all of this technology, and so we're succumbing to pharmaceuticals and big tech.
Yo, and the game is getting rigged, man.
Yeah, the game is definitely getting rigged.
There was a story last week about New York Knicks players, because of, or not New York Knicks players specifically.
I didn't hear nothing about Claude Anderson dying. Please don't start any rumors.
Please, yes.
Please don't do that.
But players who are in markets where you need a proof of vaccination to get in, those players now have to be.
They can't play.
They can't play unless they are.
Right. So even if you decide you're not taking the jab in New York and San Francisco, you can't play your home games because it is required by law. This is crazy.
It's like this is really getting insane.
Yeah, it's getting insane, man. The squeeze.
Yes, and also like I've been reading reports of judges taking people's kids away if they are not vaccinated. The parent themselves are not vaccinated.
And see, now this is where this is Nazi Germany. This is where all of your this is communist shit. This is, you have no rights. If we feel that the child needs to be and your decision as a parent is not a good enough decision for us, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's like, and these are again stories that you just get so upset, man. Like I had Noble had a little cold, so I was taking him to the doctor, and I just had you play scenarios in your head. I'm just like, I wish somebody would.
Levels of anxiety.
Yeah, I was going through it.
Levels of anxiety that me as a parent, when I had to take you to a doctor, I didn't have.
Right.
We just knew, all right, check up with. Now you don't know who's telling on who. The fact that they're looking at the unvaccinated.
I'll put that story because somebody asked me where in America. It was a Chicago story. I'll put that in the chat right now.
Yes. The fact that the unvaccinated got the cooties.
Yeah.
And you're treated as a third world citizen now.
Mm-hmm.
You're treated as a third class. Just 2 years ago, you were fine. And now they have shifted it to where people are looking at you like you got two goddamn heads.
Well, so you know what's going to happen?
It's crazy.
You know what's going to happen? I put that story in the chat for you guys. You know what's going to happen because September 20th, they're looking for the booster shots to be approved. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a divide within the divide now. There's going to be vaccinated people who are going, I'm not taking no booster shot. I thought this is what, I thought the regular two was supposed to be good.
Right.
Then there's going to be people who get the booster shot who are going to be looking at vaccinated people who only got the regular shot. Like, oh, what's wrong with you?
And then the people who didn't take nothing.
Exactly. It is getting.
This is what I mean by levels of anxiety.
Yeah.
That you can anticipate coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to kind of, just prepare yourself for the unexpected because this thing could go way off the rails.
But guys, remember, me and my pops, we always talk about how what we see on social media and in the news is not indicative to like how people in the country feel. I was just in Miami at a business conference with people from all over the country, white people, black people, Asian people, everywhere, and everybody was like real open to talking about their politics, and they all feel the same way we feel. It was really interesting to have these conversations with people. You know what I'm saying? Because usually I keep politics to myself. You know what I'm saying? Especially I keep it to myself. But it was really fascinating. I called you like, yo, it's crazy the way people are talking about Biden and people are talking about this, and I was just like, it was very interesting stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And the most interesting thing you said to me was how the rich are unaffected. So all of these policies and things you're seeing are for people who can't do nothing about it. Because the rich have the ability, and when Andrew Bogut, the player from who used to play for the Golden State Warriors, he said that. He said they want to pay me to come out here and tell you. And he said, listen, I'm rich. I'm okay.
Right.
But I'm not going to come up here because I was a little boy just like you. And I'm not going to come up here and tell you that because it's harmful to you.
Right.
But how many people took that money? You cannot tell me de Blasio is not being paid big dollars here in New York City, talking about the mayor, and he's eating donuts when it comes. You can get a free donut.
Yeah, and some fries.
Look at this comic book. You can only get this comic book if you cannot tell me that man is not being paid to say that. It's impossible. You know what I mean? So, just interesting stuff. So the rich are not as affected because they're rich.
Yeah.
So this boils down to poor people and them putting a squeeze on poor people at the end of the day.
Yes.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Somebody owes Fat Joe an apology.
Yeah, let me get right to this Fat Joe apology.
Yeah.
As you know, me and Fat Joe been beefing.
Yeah.
On the streets. Yeah. And I think they was getting ready to call the minister in and sit us down.
Yeah.
And, that's what happens when beef
ceasefire.
Ceasefire when it gets to that point.
Yeah.
I said Fat Joe was a rat.
He said Rat Joe, not Fat Joe.
Yeah, Rat Joe. And I even threw you in there with your full address, phone number, everywhere you live, everything is going on. And come to find out that the paperwork was false.
Yeah.
That Fat Joe was not a rat.
Yeah.
And so I have to suck it up and say, Fat Joe, we could do a concert together. We could do a song.
Photo op.
We could do a photo op where we shake hands in front of the people. Yeah. And I'm willing to apologize to you, Fat Joe, for calling you Rat Joe. Just want to throw it out there. I'm a bigger man.
That's funny.
I could do that. Yeah.
No, but a lot of people really stuck their nose out on that.
They did. They did because they wanted it to be that way so bad. And but one thing we did say, in all honesty, I wouldn't know if the paperwork was real or not. That's not my field of expertise, but it's good to see.
He's doing a versus against Ja Rule.
I'm not. That's not a bad.
I think that's a great matchup.
That is a great matchup because they both do the same kind. You know who's gonna be tired that night? Ashanti. Ooh,
oh, facts.
She's gonna be like, oh my God,
yeah.
I gotta go on the Fat Joe side and sing his hook.
Yeah.
Ooh, let me go in the back. Ooh,
yeah.
Now I got to run out with Ja, and I got to do his hooks. So Ashanti should be the hidden, or she's gonna be the star of that. But I do think that is a great. I would have much rather see 50 and Ja Rule.
50's, he would never do.
I get it.
Never do one of those. So,
I get it.
And I felt like when they were talking about versus matchups, I don't know if this ever came up. So
no, this one took me by surprise.
Yeah.
It really did. I'm like Fat Joe and Ja Rule. Then
then you think about the songs, you go, I can see that. Yeah,
I can see that. I could definitely see that. So, and then I think Fat Joe issued Ja Rule a warning or something about keep it clean. I don't know.
Did he?
I don't know.
Oh,
because I don't think they have any beef.
Nah, not them two. Yeah. BX versus Queens, yes. BX versus Queens, yes.
Yeah. Ain't nothing on top of the Locks right now.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah, the Locks just...
They got it.
So now it's just pipe it down and put together some good music and,
Basically.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Yeah. Do your songs.
Basically.
Shut the fuck up. They don't don't try to recreate the shit we just saw.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
Funny story. So, were you up on the whole Bishop Sycamore football?
I was, but I wasn't. I didn't get the gist of the story.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, how did they sucker ESPN into having these grown ass men?
No idea.
Okay, give me the backstory.
So, so it was a high school game versus Bishop Sycamore versus IMG Academy. IMG Academy is like one of the top high school teams in the nation. Like they are like a college team, but for high school players. Like if you are one of the top players in New York City today, they'll pluck you up and put you in that system. They have college level facilities. They have their own diet plans. It's crazy, and for every sport, football, basketball, tennis, like for everybody.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So they had this game against a televised game on ESPN versus Bishop Sycamore, and apparently they were trying to look up the players. They couldn't look up the players because they didn't have rosters. They didn't have history on the school. It was crazy watching it, and they got killed 58-0.
So ESPN is going, this player here.
He's not. Yeah.
Wow, it says here he's 35. Yeah. That can't be right.
Yeah. So it came out that a lot of the players are JUCO dropouts. They're in their 20s, some of them in their 30s. The head coach himself has an active warrant for fraud.
And ESPN didn't do their due diligence?
Yeah, even like when you look up the school, apparently it's in like a parking lot or something like that.
What?
Like, it's a fake like address. It's crazy.
Wow.
It is crazy.
But they got their moment.
But I don't get it though. Like what is this gonna
do? Did you know about them before this?
You're not gonna know about them after.
Okay, but did you listen, Matt? We live in the social media era where I just need a moment.
Yeah, it's like you trying to get to the NFL. You can't get to the NFL like this.
But
like
I'm on ESPN, son.
Yeah.
Ma, turn the TV on. What, Dwayne? Turn the TV. I'm playing. What do you mean you playing? Ain't you on like a recreational team on Sunday? I'm on ESPN, Ma. Serious. And you turn on, and there I am warming up on the sideline.
Somebody said that the team's initials is BS. Exactly.
Yes. So
I think IMG is in Florida. Man. Somebody said their little cousin plays for them in the chat.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then they get your ass whipped 58-0.
Nothing. Yeah, and then,
by real high school kids.
There's an article I think on Vice of a former player for Bishop Sycamore saying like, "Yo, this is exactly what happened." And they played 3 games in like a week.
Jeesh.
Yeah. And IMG was that last game. But it was a player that they found. They interviewed him. He said, "Yo, we were sleeping on the floor. We had to steal from stores to eat."
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kevin Hart said his production company is going to do a documentary on them.
Okay. Well, it's worth a documentary.
Yeah, I was fascinated. Anytime something crazy happened in sports, now I always say I need a 30 for 30 on that.
Yeah.
Because I need a document because that's crazy.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? But let's take another commercial break, and we shall return.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody said Umar School. Yo, the jokes?
Umar School.
Yo, the jokes not
Umar Football Academy.
Yo, the jokes were hilarious. They had Matt Tateo. Remember he had the fake girlfriend? They said They said he was playing there. Oh man, the jokes were crazy. That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Now
we go to commercial.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we taught that we angry and mad just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, why we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby Meeting on the seat. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen, and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Growth in One are all-natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skincare, when it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest addition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
We are back.
And we are back.
Shouts out to the chat. Thank you guys for being here, man.
Yes.
We appreciate it all. And thank you for the super chats, guys. We be missing it.
Yes, we appreciate the super chat.
Yes.
Your donations that come through and help us out and do what we do, man.
Yes.
You know?
And support those businesses. Their information is in the description below.
Yes.
Somebody said Malcolm can outrun those guys. Listen, these high school kids now.
These high school kids.
They're different. Yeah, I saw so Derek posted up a picture. Derek, who is Gorilla Prince, who's the owner of that company. He posted up a picture of the kids he's training now. I'm just like, that's we can't.
Yeah, man.
I'm not seeing them.
Yeah, yeah.
These dudes are different now.
And
man.
all of these children today, they all have personal trainers.
Yeah.
It's like it's a prerequisite
yes.
for what it is you're trying to do. You cannot just show up at your high school team talking about let's get it. If you are serious about the sport, you have to have a separation period.
Yeah.
And that separation comes with personal training. It's an investment in your child's future. So for all of the parents out there, Aaron Kamadi knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a few other parents out there who have children. It's an investment beyond an investment now because everyone is trying to do it.
Yes. And social proof, you need social proof. Derek Bell, his son right now is on the University of Wisconsin. He's wide receiver.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Freshman.
Yes.
And he was on, he didn't get no burn this week, but he will.
But and then you got to remember, he's a freshman.
He's a freshman, yeah.
So a lot of these.
And they have a really good wide receiver core already.
That's my point. Yeah. So you have to sit and learn, and I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. You come in, you learn the system, you sit, you watch, and you inherit the position based on the hard work you put in.
Yeah.
So I was not surprised I did not see him in the game.
Same.
I want to order his jerseys.
Yes, because they, college players can get paid off their likeness.
Right. So we're gonna put his link in. They got the female jerseys, the male jerseys. So if you see me up here with a Wisconsin jersey, it's me representing my nephew.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So staying on college football, right now, 6 University of Kentucky football players have been accused of burglary first degree after they got into a fight at a frat house. After they were defending themselves, after the people in the frat house yelled racial slurs at them.
Okay.
I'll give you some details of the case. This happened March 6th of this year at the fraternity Alpha Sigma. was hosting a party at their house. Two freshman football players were invited and decided to attend the party. Shortly after attending, an intoxicated female at the house shouted, "Who let the niggas in?"
Ooh.
One player was confronted inside by an intoxicated male trying to smooth things over. Both players could hear racial slurs as "nigga get out," "let's beat the niggas," "let's beat the asses to the other house," things like that. Concerned for their safety, a player summoned help from other freshman football players, and an altercation ensued at the property. These charges, they were charged on August 19th. Like I said, first burglary and a first degree. Each one of these charges carries a sentence of 10 to 20 years in prison.
Jeez.
One player, DeVito Tisdale, was also charged with wanton endangerment for the first degree for allegedly having a gun. He passed a polygraph administered by an FBI agent on August 28th, 2020, confirming he did not have a gun. So I'm going to put in the chat their GoFundMe for their defense.
Yes, that's ridiculous.
For the defense fund, yes.
And not only are you, we call you a bunch of niggas, we're going to charge you for being a nigga.
Yeah.
And now you out defending yourself, and that's ridiculous.
Yes, very.
Jeez.
Very.
And this is Kentucky, huh?
Yes, so very, very scary. I've always, I've always been afraid of a situation where like it's literally not your fault and the cards are that stacked high against you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, welcome to America for a black man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The cards are always stacked against you. And I'm not claiming victim consciousness. As you know, I never do that. But knowing, understanding when you go into a court system, or the police are called,
especially and you
know where you stand.
I also think the part that a lot of people missed is that this is a majority white fraternity, Alpha Sigma. That's a white fraternity. So who knows what connections their parents have to the legal system, the judge,
you know what kind of connections their parents have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's get those likes up, guys, please.
Thank you.
We'd appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. I hear T is in the college football now.
Yeah, my wife is in the college football.
Yeah, that's funny.
And she's losing it over the weekend. That. They shouldn't have did that. And she's giving me detailed, this player was injured, he's back now. I'm like, you have a lot of time on your hands, honey, this weekend. You giving me backstories and shit. You know what I mean? So, yeah, my wifey is into...
That's funny.
College sports now. Especially when she found out Skylar was playing.
That's really dope.
She spotted his number, and all of them goddamn numbers are... She said, there he is. Froze the TV, enhanced the shit. There he is. I'm like, okay, you definitely have a lot of time on your hands.
Oh, guys... Because when this happened, a bunch of people hit me, wanted me to talk about the Lil Nas X picture. We're not putting it up on the screen.
No, we're not going to do that.
Okay, so, and I just, again, every time he is in the news, stop being tricked by it.
Stop being triggered.
And tricked. Like, this is literally his game plan. Like, he does something, everybody gets outraged, he acts like he doesn't know why everybody's outraged.
Right.
And then it just causes more promotion for stuff. Ignore it.
Just ignore it.
Ignore it. That is it.
Yes, because if we don't ignore it, he wins.
Exactly.
Because he wants you to post it.
So So I also can say that to say this, right? So as that picture of him looking pregnant is blasted everywhere and people are sharing it everywhere. China now has a new policy. They're not allowing quote unquote sissy men on TV.
Shout that out for China. That was some gangster shit.
Now,
and that was the language they used.
That was the language they used.
There no more sissy men
now
on TV.
I see that as that's kind of like preparing for war in a sense, right? You're shoring up the public image of your country to look more masculine and tougher. You know what I'm saying? While we as a country, right, we're promoting a different image.
Right.
Pay attention to it.
Yep. And it's thumbing its face up to America.
Yes.
You know what I mean? However you want to look at it. Like, oh, y'all promoting that sissy man shit?
Sissy.
Sissy man shit. We ain't promoting none of that shit.
Yeah.
And then you got to think about it like a Chinese dude. Like how masculine.
Don't do that. Don't do
I mean,
that.
even the most masculine Chinese dude
Don't do that.
is borderline sissy. I
Don't
just
do
kind
that.
of want to throw out there. So for them to say that, it's kind of weird. You know.
Have you guys been up on the? Have been paying attention to the Texas abortion law stuff?
No, that's serious business. That's the Roe versus Wade situation.
Basically, they kind of like rolling that back, and they also are incentivizing citizens to kind of snitch on other citizens who get abortions. I think it's past 6 weeks or something to that effect, and it's caused a lot of debate and a lot. It's actually getting crazy.
Yeah, but somebody else is breaking down something in regards to that, and it usually revolves around white people's birth rate in general.
Okay.
Plummeting.
Okay.
And whenever this Roe versus Wade situation come up, dealing with abortion, it's really about them trying to secure because their birth rate is dropping so a certain level. But that's the world we live in now. Where you get that about people can get paid for that.
Yeah,
ratting you out.
But so there's a website where you can snitch on people, but then this internet hacker, he figured out a way to kind of mess with the website, and he's sharing how to do it. So people have been flooding the website and kind of hacking it. But so okay, you see how when there's a common goal about something, how we can come together. There are resources we can come together to do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying nothing, because YouTube
I'm
just saying.
Yeah, that's your choice.
I'm just saying.
But when we look at it being our choice, remember, choice is an illusion between those with power and those without.
Mm-hmm.
So when we talk about the black community, that it is our choice to have an abortion, technically you're right.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at the numbers of how many babies we abort, who does that benefit? Does it benefit us as a nation, or does it benefit our oppressors who can't even crank out babies at that rate to abort? You know what I mean? So this is a deep situation where your choice is actually somebody else's benefit. Think about that.
Yeah, okay.
Your choice, or you are feeling empowered because this is your choice, but little do you know, it's setting your people back because other people can't even compete.
That is the entire feminist movement.
That's the entire feminist movement, exactly. In a nutshell. Yep.
Black feminist movement, if you want to be technical, but yeah. So, get your questions ready, guys.
Yes.
Get your questions ready. Cardi B and Offset had their baby.
Yeah, they had a boy.
Yeah. That's what's up.
That's what's up. So now they got their boy and their girl.
Yeah.
What's the boy's name? Anybody know?
No idea. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
I thought Culture was a dope name for a female. I thought it was dope. Just me. Yeah. I like that more than the regular,
I mean, but that's the album title, and okay.
Yeah, well, Jay-Z named his daughter
Blue.
Motherfucking Blueprint.
Yeah. Blueprint 4.
The Blueprint 4.
Yeah.
The nigga named his daughter Blueprint 4.
That's true.
Tell me I'm lying.
That's true. Yeah.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I and V being 4 in Roman numerals. Come on, bro.
That's funny.
Come on, bro.
So, I read this article that the feds must disclose the identities of any unnamed co-conspirators in the Ghislaine Maxwell case.
So this is about to get interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna read the article. Federal prosecutors, and this is lawandcrime.com. Federal prosecutors must disclose identities. I read that part on Friday. The judge ruled that on Friday in a 3-page ruling. The U.S. District Attorney District Judge Allison Nathan also ordered government to disclose all co-conspirator statements it intends to offer at trial no later than October 11th. So this is about to go down.
This is about to go down.
The article goes on. The government argues that there is no risk of surprise because it currently intends to introduce the alleged co-conspirator statements of only 2 individuals. At the same time, however, the government proffers that it may change its views as it prepares for trial. The court thus finds the government's reassurance hollow and insufficient to allow that the defendant may adequately prepare her defenses.
Oh, and what's going to also happen is there's going to be another distraction. Yeah. So that you don't even pay attention.
Yeah. So what's
right?
Listen, what's happening now? If you watch the news and you read the tweets and stuff like that, the world is literally falling apart. Biden was just up. He said there's going to be more superstorms that come. New York was just flooded Friday.
Yo, listen, guys. I want to. If you're not from New York, that was one of the most bizarre things I've ever seen. In a 3-hour period, so much water fell that you can't tell me that was humanly possible. And when we said people were dying in their cars, in basements, I couldn't even fathom being in a basement apartment and you can't get out.
Yeah.
You can't even push the door open. You got to think about it. Unless your door opens the other way.
Yeah.
If you have to push your door and there's water up against the door, really strange, bizarre stuff, and how people. And I didn't realize that 6 inches of water under your vehicle is enough to shift your vehicle.
Yeah.
Right? We don't think about these things when we're in these vehicles, and sometimes you think you can make it. And so it's a lot that went on in New York City this weekend.
Yeah.
Or, last weekend. That was one of the bizarre things I've seen. Now, just a couple of months ago, it was something similar.
It was something similar.
So it's frequently happen. I've been living in New York my entire life.
Yeah.
I have never seen anything of this magnitude.
The first time it happened, I was just like, wait, what? Like, I was really looking outside, like, I've never seen that much rainfall in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then that was the first time I saw, like, the highways get flooded. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then it happened. I was in Florida when it happened this time. And then I'm watching, and then I was hearing about the storm. I was like, okay, it's just another storm. And then I started seeing videos, and you text me in the middle of the night. I was like, whoa, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then so now, and I don't know if you remember when somebody had a hidden camera on the CNN program director, right? Was it?
Yes.
The CNN program director.
Yes.
He said, we got Biden elected. And he said the next thing is
weather,
the climate crisis.
Yes.
Exactly what he said.
Yes.
That's the next thing, like, everybody's going to be talking about. It's going to be climate. And then now he said, next superstorm is going to come more frequently now. Like, this
right.
is, so we need to get
under the
something
guise of global warming.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've seen the emergency powers our local and state governments and federal governments have as a result of a pandemic and stuff like that.
Yes.
So now if they label climate and weather as something an emergency, what other powers are they going to try to keep? Because once a government takes powers, they never give them back.
Ever.
Right?
Ever.
So what's going to happen?
Food is after that. Weather and food. You better start preparing.
Kamala Harris definitely did say something about that.
Yeah, weather and food, baby. So all under the guise of, making themselves seem like they don't have no hand in this. This is the natural. No, I know what natural is. You know what I'm saying? Unless the planet itself is going through some bizarre shift, which it possibly could be. But I also recognize HARP when I see the shit. And its ability to move storm. It was 7 tornadoes.
It was one in Jersey.
Yes, I'm saying. Jersey, Philly, places that normally don't have that. 7 tornadoes.
So they talk about, again, if you're watching the news, that's happening. And then there's another variant, is the Mu variant. They skipped, hold on, let me get the Greek alphabet out.
Yeah, somebody said that's a rain bomb. That's what the hell it was, a fucking water bomb.
Yeah, they skipped everything in between Delta, Epsilon, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, Kappa, Lambda. They skipped all of that. Now it's the the Mu variant, which has been seen in 49 states. And mind you, if you read the Inside the Business article, or Business Insider article. They said that when you get tested, they don't tell you which variant you get.
They don't tell you. Why is that?
Because they just, I don't know.
Because they're making this shit up as they go along.
I don't know.
And this one is supposed to be susceptible, or there's no fighting in this shit. No, they said no cure for this moose shit. They said this moose shit is above any kind of vaccinations.
Yeah. So I don't even know.
And you want to know what kind of stress that brings about?
Yes, exactly.
Like, I can't win. Like, how do we win when all they have to do is continue to create invisible monsters?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The monster is invisible.
Yeah.
They don't even have to put a face on it, because even aliens, you got to kind of put a face on it. All right, these are aliens.
Yeah.
This right here, it just continues to morph into whatever. And how the hell would they know it's in 49 states? Who's collecting that data,
bro,
for them to know? Oh, now it's in 49 states.
Yeah.
Like, you niggas is toast.
Basically,
you niggas is done.
Basically.
I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I'm ready to grab the blicky and just make the news on these.
No.
If y'all see me on the news, y'all know what it is.
Yeah. Let's take some questions, guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's take some questions before we get up out of here to the after show.
After the show is the after party.
For the members only. Unemployment ended today. Today's Labor Day. We didn't even say nothing about Labor Day.
And for unemployment to end on Labor Day,
yeah,
my Lord,
yeah,
geez, like, what a way to celebrate employment.
Yeah,
I'm broke now.
Yeah,
goddamn homeless.
And the eviction moratorium that ended a couple weeks ago, I think.
Yes.
So a lot of people are going to be in like real dire straits, and I'm concerned about, again, we talk about playing dirty, about like state benefits being linked to taking the jab and stuff like that, and people are gonna have literally no choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is MU. MU. If you read the,
and it's funny because that's what I called one of my when I was doing lectures. First it was I opened a production, and then when we went our separate ways, me, Rich, and Chris created Moo Productions, which stood for Metaphysical Underground.
Oh, that's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And Phil Valentine kind of gave us the idea. So we became, because he used to always call us the children of Moo. You know what I mean? Which could also be Moo Atlantis. You know what I mean? So, but for us, the acronym represented the Metaphysical Underground. So when I saw that, I'm like, that's interesting. Yep.
Any questions?
Peace to Brother Shabazz, exactly. Peace to the God.
Any questions?
The real Godfather, this shit, nigga.
Somebody said, "What's up with the crypto, Dat?"
That's a crypto dummy. I am a crypto.
Oh, they did. Oh, they extended the eviction moratorium to October.
Okay,
cool.
Okay, but they keep dangling that shit along a month at a time, 2 months at a time. These people can't pay that rent. And if you into real estate, how are you surviving?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's subsidies that the government is supposed to be, but they're taking their time with it.
Yeah.
You know, damn. Let's get some questions in there.
There's a new Kanye ritual tour conspiracy saying related to 16 years from Katrina. Oh yeah, we were in a time loop. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Katrina, Ida.
Yes.
He put out a new album. He put out a new album in 2005, and then now.
Yes. It was very, very time loopish. Yep.
Is it? Somebody said, please speak. Is it more stuff going happening in the conscious community? I've been off. I've been off.
I've been off the conscious community stuff for a while. Again, that's a part of the stress.
Yeah, I've been off.
You know, so I've been kind of letting it go. So I really don't. You may know more than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's not me just saying that. Like, I've literally been off.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard how Young Pharaoh been acting? No, I haven't. Like, I really.
Yeah, he's been going through what appears to be a mental breakdown of some sort. Where he's at one point he was posting every hour on the hour, and you can see that something is just off. And again, this anxiety, you know, when,
social media, it'll do it.
It really will. So I wish him the best. I really do. I've never met him or any of that kind of stuff, or things of that nature. And I'm not one to just hate on people for no reason at all. He was a young brother who I thought is bright when given the proper environment to let that light shine. But ego and sometimes this social media stuff can gobble you up, and these people don't really care about you.
Yeah.
And so you got to be very careful.
Did y'all speak on the whole? Oh, so Joe Rogan caught the vid, right? And he's been on. He's had like doctors on. I think Dr. Brent Weinstein, not Brent Weinstein. I think that's his name, Brent Weinstein. Don't quote me on that. But he's been talking about this experimental drug. It's not an experimental drug, but it's a drug that doctors have been using, and I can't say it because YouTube will cut the live.
Got you.
But that they've been using, they've seen some success in their COVID patients, right? So Joe Rogan caught it, and he used it. Now, every publication has been trying to clown him for using, because he said these are the medications I'm going to use, and he wound up beating it in 3 days.
Wow.
And social media has been going crazy on it, and there were articles saying that there are hospitals are overrun because so many people are taking this drug and overdosing. Then a hospital in that area said, no.
Got you.
That's not true.
Got you.
The proper, Brent Weinstein. Yeah, Brent Weinstein. He was one on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about this drug. Starts with an I. I'm not going to say it.
Got you.
Because we'll get flagged or given a strike for medical misinformation. Because Pfizer and Moderna, they have these deals with countries. They're raping countries.
Oh, bro.
Deals with countries where you have to use their drug. You cannot sue. Nobody can sue if anybody uses their drug. And they basically... Sorry. No, I couldn't water. And you can't speak about any other alternative medicine that could possibly help.
And they're leveraging.
Somebody said the Iverson drug. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they're leveraging entire countries. They want you to put up your military as collateral.
That's nuts.
That's bonkers. Yo, these Pfizer and these companies, bro, what they're doing in these third world countries. And like you said, they have no responsibility. You can't sue them for nothing.
And they're looking at countries and it's, when you walk into something, you have all the leverage. So you putting your nuts on the table. Like, we want this, and this, and we're not giving up nothing.
Yes.
And that's what they're doing with countries, especially like, these third world countries.
Yeah.
And some of these countries are going like, yo, y'all got us for everything. We can't give up nothing more. And we still want more.
And they still want more. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Check. Yeah. It's a. I forgot where I saw the video. I sent it to you. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Military for collateral. Yes.
Yeah.
Like your military base. Meaning, if you forfeit on this deal with them, they can take over your military. Now, what does Pfizer want with your goddamn military?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is going too far, guys. This is going too far.
Yo, I wonder like what Joe Rogan is going through though, like on a daily, because he has to be squeaky because the media is going to do everything they can to really, and they try it every few months.
Yeah.
They try it every few months and they haven't been successful, and I don't know our media to really take it on the chin like that and give up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll see.
Joe Dot, Boyce Watkins was trying to holler at you. It's all good. I'm not doing nobody's podcast right now. Shout out to Mr. Watkins and all. Appreciate him. But we good over here.
You know what I'm saying? Take some more questions.
They said Joe protected by the psychedelics.
Could be.
Do you ever?
Somebody said, how did hip hop go from the black man as God to dude posing as pregnant? Listen.
Again,
Listen.
Who are the gatekeepers?
Yeah.
Who are the ones running the culture? We have never had a full grip on the culture. We don't own it. You know what I'm saying? And ownership is everything. We created it. We envisioned it. We, expanded upon it to make it what it was, such a phenomenon. But if you don't own the media, which is going to be the one that packages and delivers it as they see fit, can't win.
What do you think about the Marine who spoke out? I think I did read something about that. He resigned because of the lies from military leadership after the whole Afghanistan.
Well, they'll make him look like he's a lone individual who just went off the rails, but he knows what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get this up to 1,000 likes, guys.
There was a family who's they had this guy's son. He
Please
was a Marine.
state your sources. Y'all bugging. CF Frost about what? The Pfizer stuff? If I can find the link, I'll put it in there. I'm just telling you the sources. I read it. You know what I mean? So I don't want you to. If that's what you mean, you bugging on that part. I don't know what else we said that you feel we could be bugging about. And plus, me, I done told you I pulled my shoulder out and created something.
Yeah.
So we'll find it for you.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. When will you stop selling shirts? We probably never stop officially selling. We just won't be promoting new concepts and hoodies, and because normally at this time of the year we will be getting ready to roll out hoodies, brand new designs and things, and we're not going to do that because we're transitioning the building, the business over to somebody else, and that's going to be a process. So you still can get whatever's up there.
Can we see previous after shows when we join the membership? Yeah,
absolutely.
All of them is in there.
Everything is in there.
Malcolm, how was Miami nightlife? I was in my hotel room. I was in my room.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I promise you.
Oh yeah, Avery watching.
Yeah, I promise you.
Say the right thing. Nigga. I was in there. I was reading the Bible, having cookies and milk.
I promise
That's
you.
what I was doing, baby.
I promise you. Yo, I ordered Uber Eats one day, right? And I ordered this teriyaki sandwich. I was hype about it, right? So I'm waiting. So they finally bring it, and my baggage is way big. I'm like, what the hell? So I'm walking, and then I look at the name. It says Michael, right? So I'm like, damn, I got the wrong order, right? So I'm telling her, because the driver was still, I'm like, yo, this is the wrong order. She's like, yo, basically, that's all I got.
Wow.
So I'm just like, damn. But then I look at the receipt, everything I eat. Wings, teriyaki wings, buffalo wings, chicken palm wings, fries. I was just like, and I got my money back.
Sheesh.
Yeah, that was a come up.
Yeah, that's a come up.
Yeah, that was a come up.
Somebody said I saw Candyman. It was mediocre at best.
Listen,
I just ain't gonna say that word 3 times. I'm old school.
So listen, somebody said it's too woke for me. Listen, anytime they're trying to deliberately make these movies socially conscious, they're terrible. The only one that got away with it was Get Out, and I think that did so well because nobody knew what to expect from. I mean, when the previews first came out.
Oh right, you mean Get Out?
Get Out. It was just kind of what the hell is this movie about? And then you watch it, and then you catch all the subtext and stuff like that. Amazing. Us was trash. Them, again, these shows are trying to be super heavy-handed and super quantum level deep in how they talk about black trauma, and it's just all right, we get it.
Yeah, true.
We get it.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody.
CF Frost, y'all doing a lot of jibbing and ain't stating sources. All right, this is an op-ed show.
Yeah, this is not. And
I want to be clear with you, CF Frost. If you're looking for news, then you're gonna have to go down the dial somewhere. What we do here, we pick some subjects and topics that we feel our audience may be interested in. we state it as is, but then we give our opinions and based on how we feel about it. And if that offends you, then this is not really, I don't want to ever give off the impression I am a journalist. You know what I mean? So,
and I put when we were talking about Pfizer, basically, strong arming governments. I put the video in the chat.
We put the video in the chat for you, and perhaps that will be enough for you to wet your whistle in terms of. We had
and we do give a lot of sources.
Oh no, we do that. We do that too. But it's more of an op-ed show. You're tuning in to hear our perspectives on what the news is talking about, and it's usually C.F. Frost, an alternative perspective to what everybody else is saying. And sometimes we're in agreement, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we stretch, I'll pull my shoulder out.
And we admit we pull our shoulder out.
All the time here.
That's how it is.
So that's how this show works. I'm not sure if you're new here.
Maybe.
So just
but
wanted
thank
to
you for the
add
super
that.
chats, though.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for definitely supporting the super chat.
Somebody said this not CNN. In fact, it's not.
Yeah. This ain't.
This ain't 9 p.m. at CNN.
No. We way off that base. We got 962 likes. I like that. Let's get up to a rack.
Before we get up out of here, thank you guys. And again, for the members, for the new members, because this is going to be some people's first time at the after show.
Oh, okay.
Give us 10 minutes, 15 the most. The link to the after show will be in the community section. Okay?
Say it again.
The link to the after show will be in the community section. When you see it, you can either copy and paste it, or you can click it and watch it straight from there. Okay?
Yes.
I say click on it because there'll be a YouTube tab. I say click on it so you can be in the chat as well, and we'll take some calls and stuff like that from the people.
Yeah, that's what we usually do in the after show.
You heard?
And this membership thing is about to go to the next level.
That too.
All right, because I want to make sure that you understand the premium aspect of that service. So master classes are coming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where we really delve into things, interviews that are going to be exclusive for that. Of course, the Hulk series. And so you're going to know that it's value way worth more than what you paid for it. And here's the beautiful thing. Our podcast will always be free as long as YouTube allows. So we will always, you can never say, oh, y'all switching it up. No, the podcast is twice a week. This is what we give to the people where you don't have to invest in anything but your time and energy for that.
Actually.
For those who want a little bit more from Urban X, from Black Dot, from Malcolm, because I have a plethora of knowledge in fields that I haven't even really, got off on. You know what I mean? That I want to be able to add to the membership service now. And so we're looking forward to that. And a part of us consolidating the shirt business and all of that is so that we have the time and energy to give that to you. And it'll be well worth it.
Yes. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For the people who are meeting us in the after show, give us 5 minutes. We'll get the link. It'll be in the community section at the very top of the page. You can copy and paste so you can watch straight from there. For the people who are just watching us, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for your support. And we shall see you on Thursday. Peace.
Yes. Peace.